Hi everyone, my name is Jeremiah Larson and I'm going to be walking you guys through my project, which was designing a website for my cousin's business. My cousin runs a mobile detailing business, and for those of you that don't know, mobile detailing is a service much like auto detailing. But in this particular business, what she does is she meets people where they would like to be met, and she provides the detailing service. Rather than people coming to her and having her detail her car, she is going to them. And so this project I just saw as an opportunity to learn how to build a website, certainly a valuable skill and one that I wanted to attain. And I feel like after having gone through this project, understanding different project management concepts, this project has really taught me a lot, and I can take a lot forward after having done this project. So getting right into it, first it was about making a team and having a vision. First of all, our team and even our stakeholders really just consisted of my cousin and I. We were the only people that were going to be working on this project. It wasn't really necessary to have more people than just the two of us. This was about understanding what she wants this website to look like, and then understanding how are we going to accomplish that. And that's where having a vision came in. So we looked at first, how and when will we communicate? My cousin was very generous with this task that she had given me. I had a lot of freedom, and the expectation was that I was going to do this project by myself, occasionally checking in with her. And that's where the how and when will we communicate came in. Understanding how often we would communicate and how would we do so was an important step. And next, going off of that, expectations, this is what are our goals. So we had to sit down and think about what are we trying to accomplish here? What is our end goal? What do we want the results of this project to be? Next, moving into project scope. This is really where we begin the project planning process and look at the tasks. What different things we're going to need to be done along the way to contribute to this website and make it a great website. We had to look at deadlines, whether they be the different milestones or the end deadlines. What are we expecting to have done at what point, and how are we going to hold ourselves accountable to reaching those short-term goals to eventually reach the long-term goal of finishing this website before our deadline. Then we had to look at budget. As with any project, this was an important thing to do before we really got underway. Understanding what are going to be the expenses that we come into and we run across. So really just looking at different website building platforms and understanding if we want this to be a good website, we're going to have to pay for a good website building software. So that was where that budgeting came in, and understanding how much we would be spending. And then again, going back to expectations, this is just an important part of the planning process, understanding what are we hoping to get out of this, what do we expect of each other, and how is that going to translate into this project. So then next, we began the design process. And this is where we started looking at what do we want this business to represent, what do we want this website to represent. So this is where we started looking at colors. We designed a logo for her business. And then after having designed that logo, we really knew where we were going from there. Then moving on, we had to look at layout. What do we want the design of this website to be? What different shapes and things of that nature do we want the website to look like? How do we want it to be laid out? Then we had to look at size of the website. Obviously, within any website, there's different subpages. Do we want this to be a website with a lot of different subpages? Do we even have the content to fill a large website? So this was kind of the point of the project where we came to understand that as far as size goes, we would like to keep this small and just have a small, simple website that represents our business well. And then came the question, what message are we trying to send? When people come to this website, what do we want them to take away? And what action will they take after having gone through this website? And how will this website represent her business? Next came creating content, and this was one of the big milestones we had gotten to. Our big milestone was to finish the design and be able to spend some time thinking about what kind of content was going to enhance this website. So this is kind of where we started to look at advertising content. How are we going to create content that when users come to this website, when they're leaving this website, they are thinking about, hey, how am I going to make the most of this service and take advantage of this service? Then we looked at testimonials as a part of the content in the website. One great way to boost the business and even just make the website more visually appealing was to have testimonials of past customers. Having these testimonials was great content to have, as it just enhances the desire to use this service. And then, of course, a getting to know the owner section. Being a business that my cousin runs herself, it's just her. And people like that. They like knowing that they can trust just one person, and getting to know them just helps build that trust and helps them understand that this is just one person that has a passion and they are just running a business out of that passion. Putting it all together and launching a final project. This is where quality control aspect came in. What expectations as far as quality do we have for this website, and then measuring them. And so just, again, putting this website together, completing any final touches on the website, and then I can't say that we have actually launched the final website, but it is certainly in the works and will hopefully be done soon. And some of the big things that helped along the way doing this project was implementing the work breakdown structure, understanding what work needed to be done, at what point does it need to be done, and what sub-steps do we need to take within those steps to make sure that this project is getting done. And also when we were looking at what our expectations were as far as time, this is when that critical path method really came in, and we had to look at what needs to be done, how long is this going to take, and what standards are we going to hold ourselves to as far as time. And also looking at the risks and opportunities available to us. There were not really a lot of risks that we had to think about other than maybe poor time management. I mean, it's certainly something that could have crept its way in, but I'd like to say for the most part that it didn't, and that we were very focused and we managed our time well. And the opportunities available to us were really endless. I think the ability to create content and put it on there was a great opportunity to really add a personal touch to the website. And so taking away different project management concepts and applying to this project really enhanced this project, really enhanced this website and made it what it was. And I feel like after having done this project and applying this knowledge in a very real way, I really do have a better understanding of project management. And this website is a result of that. So thank you guys for listening, and thank you for a great semester.